welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. Now, we start off with, of course, a question of the day. And today's question is, do you think Liverpool should sack Rodgers? Now, firstly, I don't really have an opinion either way because I'm a Fulham fan, and for me, it's not really down to me. But honestly, no, I don't think so. My opinion is, that's just my opinion. Obviously, everyone's got different opinions, but like, I personally don't think so. And also, if you are going to sack him, you're going to have to replace him with someone. And the question is who? And I know everyone will say Klopp, but is Klopp actually going to go to Liverpool? Considering he's already said he was going to take a sabbatical. So I just don't see it personally. So if you're going to sack Brendan Rodgers, you need to have someone in there that's actually going to do a better job. And frankly, yes, I know he had a poor season this year and Liverpool haven't had a great year. But I don't know. I just think that next year, if Sturridge is back, he can make the right signings, because admittedly some of the signings have been a little bit off. They might still... I don't know. I think another year is probably good for him. I think knee-jerk reactions in football don't really get you anywhere. So, yeah, there you go. Let me know what you think, of course, in the comments. And, of course, if you do have any ideas for a question of the day, be it football-related or otherwise, we've got some non-football-related ones coming up soon, then do drop it in the comments with the hashtag QOTD. Now... I also want to put a thing in here to say thank you for getting me to 8,000 subscribers. It's crazy. Like I always say, it's just every one I get is just one more than I ever. And I know it sounds cliche because I say that every time, but it's true. It's crazy. So seriously, thank you to all of you that have joined since 7,000. It's just great. Yeah. So honestly, thank you. Hopefully we can keep this train going. I don't know honestly. So yeah, there we go. So let's move on to some Football Manager, because that's what we're here for. So in the last episode, we beat Mallorca by 4-0, which was a fantastic result and put us on a 4-game winning streak, which I inevitably knew would come to an end the moment we did another match. Now, it wasn't as bad as I thought it could be, considering the result we got against them at home earlier in the year, which I believe was 7-2. Was it 7-2? It was 7-2. This was actually a step up for us, if I'm honest. And considering some of the other results we've had this month, this was not too bad. Now, we were still pretty damn awful overall, and Real Madrid were unlucky not to get more goals. Alberto's been on fire this month. He's going to get like 35, 36 goals this year. So there you go. But he gave them the lead on 6 minutes, and that was kind of when I knew the gig was up. And Isco added a second before half-time, and we were kind of done at that point. But I decided to just leave the players we had out there, basically, for the most part. And that was maybe a little bit of a... I mean, I did eventually change my mind, because I thought, well, we need to rest players. Once it went to 3-1... Diego Costa made it 3-1. Matej Vidra did get one back for us, sort of, but it was kind of, just scooping buckets of water off the Titanic while it's sinking. It isn't really going to do much for us, but the point is that we didn't embarrass ourselves quite like we did last time, and it could have easily been, like, for example, we were far worse in this game than we were in the 7-2 game, and they were far better, and yet the score was only 3-1. Weird how football is, isn't it, really? But there you go. So a good result for us in a way. I mean, we didn't get thumped. Goal difference was remaining intact, but that was followed up with probably one of the most surprising results I think I've ever had on Football Manager. Now, Barca are not great this year. We did lose at the Nou Camp, but they are not the team they were. We came into this match, I think, 13 points clear of them, to give you an idea. But this is one of those games I thought was going to go horribly wrong for us. Basically, I've been trying out a new thing this month where I've been playing Philippe Foustine for the first half of matches, and then replacing him at halftime, replacing him with someone who's better in the role, but just isn't got the fitness just isn't there at the moment. So be it Honsak, be it Vicuña, players like that, and it's sort of working okay. I mean, this game was just crazy though. 5 minutes in, Honsak goes down injured, and I thought, oh god, the start. So we'd already made 2 substitutions by half time, but then, oh, what a substitution it was. I mean, I'm not going to take credit for it because I would have done it anyway, but Mikel Vicuña off the bench, 1-0 on 49 minutes. I thought, okay, fair enough. We were playing well. We had a good game. It was definitely swinging towards us in this one. But then the injury to Nabil Bentaleb, sorry, not injury. I was thinking about not making it, and he was really, really low, as you can see, 69%. I just thought there's no point in risking another injury. He wasn't playing that well anyway. But then Juaro, oh yes, Juaro, that man of the hour, makes it 2-0 on 65 minutes. I thought, okay, maybe we can hang on here. And hang on is exactly what we did, but we didn't even need to in the end, because with 10 minutes to go, Mikel Vicuña put the icing on the cake. But the thing is, Barcelona kept piling forward after that. And obviously I brought Elias Anderson on to replace Bentaleb, and he actually got his first goal for the club to make it 4-0. And that for me is one of my favourite victories in this entire save. 4-0 over Barcelona, albeit not the Barca that they used to be. So there is that obviously as part of it. But still, still, it's still an impressive result for me anyway. But you've got to look at it less of beating Barcelona and more of beating a club that's 5th or 6th in the league when you're 3rd. That's kind of the way you got to look at it, really. You can't get caught up in the fact that they're Barcelona, because they just aren't at the moment, unfortunately, for them. So that gave me a real boost of confidence going into the game against Levante, and we were solid in this one. Unfortunately, Vidra did pick up an injury in this one, which was a little bit poor, but things worked. Yeah, again, things worked well for us. Honsak this time, thankfully, his injury in the last game wasn't too serious, and he was able to return to this one and make it 1-0 on 2 minutes, and before Vidra completed the game, really, with his goal making it 2-0 on 68 minutes before having to go off quite soon afterwards, which was a bit disappointing. But thankfully, Luis is actually back now, so we've got a little bit more options there. We've still got a pretty threadbare squad in some respects, and that's why I've had to kind of play players a little bit out of position. But the fact is, we're doing really well. I know some people think that this tactic isn't useful or isn't working that well, but the fact is, we're Granada and we're third in La Liga. I don't know what more you want. So, you know, I like the tactic. I think sometimes it's not going to work, just as any tactic isn't always going to work. It's just not how this game works, and it's not how life works. So, we can't expect to win every game. Then we went into the game against Bilbao, and now Bilbao had an interesting run-in, because obviously they'd won a huge amount. I think they've won like 6 in a row, and were just looking incredible. But they had to play against Rayo, and of course they lost against Rayo. I think they lost 4-0 actually. It was pretty poor from them actually. But then they also lost 3-0 at home to Atletico in the next game, which I didn't expect actually. I was surprised that they lost that one 3-0. I would have expected them to maybe even win it, but Atletico are looking pretty dangerous themselves. So then coming into the game against Atletico, we'd won 2 in a row, including against Barcelona, and they'd lost 2 in a row. So naturally we lost this one. And I think looking at the stats from this game, we thoroughly deserved to lose it. We were shocking. Still managed to score 2 goals though and take the lead. Honsak gave us a lead on 13 minutes, but Mikel Ramirez very quickly levelled things up for them. Then we made a substitution in first half stoppage time, and I made the other one with Philippe Fustin going off, so we'd actually made 2 subs already at this point, and I think that was probably a bit poor, which is why in the next game I didn't do that. But in the second half, Mikel Vicuña, yet again off the bench, 2-1, we lead. Unfortunately, only lasted 6 minutes before Ibai Gomez gave them a leveller, and then with 3 minutes to go, got them what I must say is probably a very deserved win, but it really did put the pressure on then, because it's like, I think they went 4 points clear or something. It was, yeah, poor. We didn't need that right then. But, next up, Rayo Vallecano, and this game, we needed the win here, and we got it. And they were actually quite good in this one, but the first half performance from us was enough to justify the win, thankfully. Luis actually started up front for us in this one, just so we can move some players around, put Vidra slightly further back. Freitas Reyes came back in for a bit, just to get some fitness back, but Juaro gave us the lead on 4 minutes. 2 goals in 2 minutes from Luis, making it 3-0. The second half, they actually did really come at us with Zelu and Abdul Razak. I feel like I remember him playing against me for another club on another save, but I can't even remember who it was. But yeah, we managed to get the win over Rayo, and that was huge for us. Now, we played before Athletic Bilbao, and on that day, I was expecting them to win, basically, because I can't remember. Let's just take a look at their schedule so you can see how they went. So, yeah, they lost 4-0 against Real Madrid, which is fine. Expected, really. But 4-0 is still quite a lot. But then 3-0 at home to Atletico, and then they beat us. But then they lost at Sevilla. Now, I fully expected them to go and at least get a draw. I thought they'd win there, personally, because I almost wanted them to, in a way, because I knew that if they won, then it would take this battle for 3rd place down to the final day of the season. And that would have made this would have made this episode far more exciting in a way, and I would have liked that. But I guess there's the risk of... No, I would have liked to have seen that, but it's a shame. But the point is, all of that means we are currently in 3rd, and we cannot be caught going into the final day of the season. Now, it's a shame that I would have liked a bit of a battle for this final day. It would have made it a little bit more interesting. But Real Madrid and Atletico are still battling out for the title. As you can see, Real Madrid have scored 100 times in the league, which is still not that much compared to what they've got this year in real life. But also, Barcelona drew 1-1 with Recreativo Huelva, which is really, really strange. And it eventually looked like they were going to end up coming 6th. So there you go on that one. They've not been good this year at all. So what that means basically is we're going to come 3rd. We can't move from that spot, but it gives us a little bit of breathing room today, I guess. I would have liked a bit more riding on it, but I guess that's just what you get. Of course, Huelva have only scored 15 times this year. They're not even... That's just insanely bad. But the point is, we're in the Champions League next year. Now, we're in huge debt at the moment of £7 million now in the red, so I'm hoping that TV money and all the sort of stuff comes in good for us over the summer and hopefully rejuvenates us, because at the moment our transfer budget has... Our board's actually taking the money down. We've got very little money to play with at the moment, and I'm worried for that one. I hope over the summer we can sort that out, basically. I hope the Champions League money and the TV money, all that kind of stuff is going to do us some massive favours, and prize money and God knows what, because we're going to need that money massively. So let's take a quick gander at the squad while we're here, though. Top goal scorer, of course, is Matej Vydra with 30, but Luis has got 26, Juaro has 16, and Honsak has 15. That's crazy. To actually have 4 players hit 15 goals in a season is brilliant. But then we have scored 95 times in the league, which is actually a very large amount. As for assists, of course, Vico with 19, and he's played a lot less games than Juaro, but he's still got 17 assists and 16 goals. Fantastic stuff. Player of the match, of course, is Vico and Luis. With 6 apiece. Average rating is Federico. Aerial challenge is 145 there. Key passes, of course, 159. I wonder where he ranks up. Let's just see the value. Of course, they're all good. I just wanted to see where he ranks in terms of... Still, the second best creative player in the league, Fede Vico. These tactics just get the best out of some of these types of players. Also, second best goal scorer with Matej Vydra getting 26 goals. Considering he didn't even start a lot of the first games of the season, that is very, very impressive. Not sure who I'm going to start today. We'll just have a little look here. Actually, since it's the last day and we can't move 4 players, basically, should we maybe do a bit of rotation? Nah, I don't think we will, actually. I was thinking about it, maybe doing a bit of rotation, but no, I want to see if we can get a good win to finish things off. Now, no, I'm not going to go with Fustin today. I'm going to go with... I'm going to put Vydra in there because I want to get that sort of second striker kind of thing going on there. Vico on the left this time. Freitas Reyes is nearly fit again, which is great. Juaro, Bentaleb, Johnny Insue, Diagni, Varea, and of course Lopez in goal, which is looking solid. Is there anyone else I'd like to get in? Nah, I think we'll go with that. It'd be good to get Luis a little bit of a run out here because he did still score a hell of a lot of goals in the games he did play for us. 26 in 32 is pretty damn solid. And Vydra, 30 in 29 starts. Again, fantastic stuff. So... one thing I've worked out, this team has a lot of goals in it, that's for sure. Bentaleb's been an absolute revelation. I'm really pleased with the signing of Bentaleb. He's filled in for Mohamed Bezic so well and cost us a lot less money, basically. That's the main reason I got him in, really. So, I'd like to finish off with a good win. Is Sporting at home? What's going on here? Ooh, that's weird. Okay. He does that sometimes. It's really strange. Wow, 6-1. Sorry, 1-6 on. I think we're probably going to win this one according to that, but then that's usually when things go horribly wrong for us. I'd like to think that's not going to be the case. I will, however, be keeping an eye on the top of the league because it's down to the wire between Real Madrid and Atletico. Either of the 2 Madrid sides could win the league today, and I'd be very interested to see who wins it. Of course, I'm more interested in us winning today and maybe getting Luis a couple more goals to finish off his season in style. Maybe Vydra will pop up with a couple more, who knows? We'll have to... Oh, that's poor. Nearly letting Popan just sneak through there. Madrid do have that 2-point gap over Atletico, though, so you'd feel that they're in the driving seat today, but it has been a massively interesting title race. But as you can see, in the end, we sort of fell away quite massively, and Atletico are actually going to finish 14 points off the top, surprisingly. But there's still such a massive gap to the teams underneath them that we're part of that elite group in Spain at the moment, and I like being there, and I'm hoping we can stay there for the next couple of seasons. Now, in the summer, if the money situation improves, I will do what I traditionally do, where we go out and sign some really hot quality young talent, but also some... We've got a lot of work to do on this team, that's the problem. Luis takes it down, that is just brilliant play. Keeping him at this club and keeping him happy is going to be one of my main priorities, because he and Matej Vydra have been... I don't know how we cope without those two. His goals have been absolute brilliance. Vico getting his 20th assist of the season. Look at that for a touch. Takes it around his man, and a great finish there from Luis. He is back with a bang. That's 1-0 after 5 minutes, and that should be the only goal we need. We're usually quite a strong team regarding I can't speak properly. Regarding defensiveness. Freitas Reyes, it's nice to see him back too. Some of the injuries we've had this year have been horrible. Lots of hip injuries that are just hip injuries. They don't really specify anything more than that. But we've had too many of those this year, and hopefully next year, with a slightly stronger squad and a little bit luck with the injuries, we might have a better chance. Vydra, can he keep it? We're just keeping the possession really nicely here. I might try and get Bentaleb in on a permanent deal, to be honest, because he's been solid for us. Luis across, and it's 2-0 on 21 minutes. Both goals scored by Luis. This time, Varea with the assist, and that looks like we're moving comfortably into... I mean, it looks like the case was, basically, even if Bilbao had beaten Sevilla, we'd have... Yeah, looks like we're going to trounce this game as well. I'm liking a hat-trick potentially for Luis. He's got a couple for us, I believe, already this year, so that would be nice. Vico, ball in, edge of the area now. Vydra on the edge. Can he pick a pass out? He surely can. Luis tucking inside. Oh, what a strike. It's 3-0. Vydra this time with the assist. Luis there, getting in, and to score his 29th goal of the season. Go on, son. One more for 30. What a performance he's put in today. Like, he was great in the last game as well, I have to say, but... he's come back with a bang. What a strike that is. And we've taken them apart here. The Christmas tree of doom is fucking them up. Let's just make that very clear. Also, goal difference-wise, we've really come along quite nicely over the last balls. I mean, it's the last day of the season, but really... Okay, moving some stuff around. Honsak's going to come in. He's a pretty much ready-made replacement for that role anyway, so it's not really much of a big deal, but I don't want to get Freitas Reyes injured too much, because he was very important for us in the early stages of the season. So, 3-0, looking good. Maybe another goal for Luis. Honsak, oh, I thought he was going to get another one there. Huaro out wide, can he whip it in? He can, and it's saved in the end by Irikiba. It's been good so far. We've been very, very solid. These are the sort of performances we need more of. Although we've played quite a few. I'm expecting us to finish this game with 4 goals, because we have so many of these games where we get 4 goals. And I think that's why it's contributed to us. Oh, actually, if we could get 5 today, that would... Oh, that's short. Right, okay. Goalkeepers, why are they not coming with those particular opportunities? We get a lot of goals conceded like that, where the goalkeeper should quite clearly be coming, particularly as I use a sweeper keeper with this system, but he doesn't. They stay on their line for no apparent reason. Like, the ball is well out of his way, so what is he just shuffling to make sure he's got plenty of room to put the ball in the net? There's no intelligence to the goalkeepers, it seems. 2 more goals and we'd have 100 for the season, so I'm tempted... Oh, bloody hell, sorry, I didn't read the right one. Hopefully this will cheer him up. Seemed confused? What is there to be confused about? That stuff doesn't make sense half the time either. We're going to go attacking for this second half and see how many more we can get, because I would like to see us get 5 today, so we can get 100 goals in the league, which I don't think we've done at any point in this save. Of course, why would we? Dos Santos... Oh, thought he was going to go through there. Right, oh, here we go. Johnny. Luis, and it's cleared. What happens if we get a penalty? Does it go to Luis, or would it just go to the normal penalties? Oh, it doesn't matter, because Luis is... he's offside. I thought he was going to have his 4th goal of the night. I sense that it may not be the last goal he scored. Time he puts the ball in the net tonight. We've not had a single clear-cut chance as well. I should really point that out. We've done what often happens to us, and that's onside. He's onside. Like, not then, but when the ball's played, he's onside. But oh well, we'll take it. We're 3-1 up, so it doesn't make much difference anyway, but it's just a bit disappointing, I guess. Let's see. Lopez, I would like a couple more goals if we can. We seem to be very strong in the first halves of games sometimes, and then we kind of just tail off a little bit, but maybe that's just because we can't quite keep the intensity up. But then I'm also wondering if maybe in the summer I should experiment with a slightly higher tempo of play, and that is a foul, and that is going to be Mateusz Honsak to take the penalty, so obviously it doesn't go to the player anymore. Yeah, I'm wondering if we could up the tempo slightly, because we've got better players now, and we might be able to play this same time. Oh, it's Vidra, sorry. Might be able to play the same system, but with a slightly faster pace to our play, and it might just make a slight difference now that we have got a top team under our belt, so to speak. So, Vidra, collecting, I think that's his 27th goal in the league, which is unbelievable when you consider the number of games he's actually started for us in the league. But he has made a lot of substitute appearances. It's 4-1. We've got 99 league goals under our belt so far this season. Can we get one more? I would really, really like one more, guys. If you could do that, that would be just spiffing. Dos Santos, somebody make a tackle. Go on, Bentaleb, get your foot in. Go on, Bentaleb, get a foot in. There we go, well done, son. Honsak, maybe... It'd be great, the way to finish this season off, if we were to win this game by like 5-1 and maybe get a Vidra hat-trick or something. I don't know. Well, we wouldn't be able to win 5-1 and get a Vidra hat-trick, but you know what I mean. I'm just filling the space until this highlight finally finishes. Honsak, lovely play there. Varela, ball in for Huaro. Can he pull it back across? He can, and it's Luis, and it's 5-1, and Luis has got 4 goals in 1 match. Oh, Loopy Louie. That is bloody hell. That is what I call a comeback. Lovely little pass out here from Honsak. It was a lovely bit of play, actually. Just great football all round, actually. And Luis with a simple finish to make it 5-1. And this tactic is tearing teams apart now. It's just... We've not even had that many shots today. Let's make a substitution again. Perhaps we should try... I'm going to bring Vicuña on for Vidra. He's done really well coming off the bench to play in this exact position. So I wonder what he's got for 22 minutes left in this match. 5-1, very happy with that. That's 100 goals scored in the league this year. And Luis with 4... in 1 game, and that's brilliant for us. He must be not that far behind on the overall scoring charts as well. I wonder if we'll get 2 players on it. Vico, ball in. Vicuña with the header, it's off the post and it's nearly in for 6-1 there. Vicuña, he's just so good off the bench. He's like a super sub. It looks like it is going to be 5-1 in the end, and a thoroughly deserved 5-1 as well, I must say. We've been good. I wonder if maybe playing attacking or control at home sometimes next season, now that we have got the better team as well, might make a little bit of a difference, and not always playing counter-attacking football when we're at home. But we did get ourselves into a 3-1 lead playing that way, 3-0 lead rather, so it can't be all bad. Huara getting across, lumping it downfield to nobody, and that will surely do it. And there it is. Apologies again if you can hear noises in the background. There's not much I can really do about that. Look at that, 4 goals and an assist. How is he not getting a 10? I hate that. I've not had a player get a 10 rating this on FM this year, I don't think. 4 goals and an assist for the other goal. What a player. And what a performance from him. And Vidra's even put in a really solid shift, as did Federico with a 9 there. And Rayo with a great performance, and Huara with a great performance. Everybody's put in a great performance. 100 goals scored in the league. It's the defensive side, unfortunately. The 53 conceded that's been our sort of letdown there. But still, great goal difference. Atletico won 3-0. Real Madrid won 4-0 and win the league in the end. We managed to lose 10 games and get into the Champions League. We've only drawn 1 match all season. Who was that against? I can't even remember who it was against. That's such a weird result. As you can see, Recreativo Huelva, 94 goals conceded and only 15 scored in the entire season. That's mental. But there you go. Finishing in 3rd place, we've got a lot of work to do over the summer. I don't know quite how it's going to pan out. I really don't, because the financial situation here is a little bit tenuous at best, and I just wonder how this is going to do us for prize money. In fact, we may actually have a little look here once this finished loading, because it might well tell us what we're going to do in terms of prize money, and we'll see how important things are going to be for us over the summer. So Real Madrid do the double, blah 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 blah. £3 million. Guys, we're fucked. We're fucked. £3 million for coming 3rd. That's insane. 3 million quid for coming 3rd in the Spanish league. We got in Germany we got 19 million quid for coming 2nd from bottom, or 4th from bottom. Wow, most of that's gone out in... Oh my god, we're going to be in some serious financial trouble over the summer, guys, because I don't know what's going to happen here. This could be a very interesting summer that may not end well. Anyway, with that, on a slightly sadder note, I will end this. But if you guys are enjoying what you like, if you guys have liked what we've seen, please do drop a like on the video. And if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Outcast icons, and of course, From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode, where hopefully things aren't as bad as I fear they're going to be. But if we come into the next season the way things are going, we could end up starting with £10 million worth of debt, and this could get really ugly very quickly. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.